Walk it like I talk it. 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 Walk it like I talk it.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, gang stars. Ivy, Devly, Live, Laugh, Love. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, ladies? Guys, let's give a big happy birthday to the wonderful and the beautiful Ty Cherie. Okay. Um, it's Gemini season, guys, and make sure that you wish sis a happy birthday because it's her birthday. Okay. And who doesn't love Ty Cherie out here? Okay. So that way when she comes through on the replay or if she's in the bushes right now, like, ooh, I was just sipping my coffee. Girl, happy birthday. I saw your post. She's got a post on her community wall, letting everybody know it's her birthday and go wish her one. Okay. I was getting ready to comment, but girl, I don't know. um Ja- that whole Jasmine live got my thing locked up, so it's like just twirling. I'm not sure what happened. I couldn't even get into it. All I saw was like, oh my god, is she making pancakes again? And then I had to go handle some business here in the house real quick before I hit the go live button because there's weirdos out here that have their children displaced and are divorced, got divorced by their husband who loves being a husband, obviously, because he's taking another wife, who thinks that people who have time to get on the internet like have problems or something. Girl, I got time because my man takes care of everything over here. Okay. Girl, I got a whole husband. Okay. I don't have the build a husband workshop going on. I got one who provides, protects, professes all of the things. So sis gets to be soft over here. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't. Okay. So I get on here because it's fun. It's fun, and it's the youth. We do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels. Girl, we love to watch. Okay, period. Girl, and chitty chat about. Okay, happy birthday, Ty Cherie, wherever you are out there. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, enjoying your birthday, and girl, enjoy. Okay. But yes, good morning to everyone here. So yeah, Jasmine's in the mist. Like, there's a lot to talk about. I really should write a list so I make sure that we cover everything. There's a sis who was in the comments who wants a Jayla update. I guess Keisha and Jayla together. Girl, Keisha and Jayla, we have to. I don't want y'all to get sick of me, so I don't like to always go live like a bunch of times. But Keisha and Jayla is a thing, and then Ratchet Moms, girl. I found a new mom yesterday, guys. New to me. I felt like I've seen her before, but she is a mom to be. Do you guys watch Army Barbie? She's so cute. I don't know where she is. I feel like she's from New Jersey or New York. Her channel's called Army Barbie. Sis is pregnant now, and I was watching her video and she's adorable. And I like her. So, yeah, she's cute. She's pregnant and she's in the army and she was trying on her army fatigues. They just sent her pregnancy uniforms, and I watched a couple of her videos last night. I was like, where has yes, sis, she's pregnant now. She's I don't know how far along she is because I just started watching. But let's just say she's probably in the neighborhood of 4 or 5 months. Like she could be midway, somewhere in there, but she's super cute. And you know what I mean? Like she seems to have a really good head on her shoulders, like the opposite of what we typically watch. I'm just saying from the standpoint of like, oh, I found a new mom channel. Um, and as quiet as it's kept, I know there have been some reactions on that woman who I think is absolutely nuts. I'm not talking about Peach. I'm talking about like up and coming angry mom, that Alana woman. Yeah, girl. Mm-mm. I I kind of hard passed on that. Sis talks a little like I get enough of the Satan talk from Olivia. That that woman gives me really bad vibes. I just can't. So, y'all enjoy that. And she's no. I can't. I'm not a superstitious person, but I don't know. Sometimes, even through the TV, energy can come into your home. Sis is bad news. Okay. And that's all I'm going to say. Okay. Um, Girl, and Peach is bad enough too, but they're harmless. I feel like I have a pretty good read for what the energy is giving. I think Olivia is very manipulative. I don't know that she believes half of what she says. So, I kind of just take her, she's foolish, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so much happened this week. Let's see. Uh Girl, we just got our HelloFresh order and I'm going to cook it up. She's 8 weeks. Is that what you're saying? Army Barbie? She's 8 weeks. Yeah, she was giving like little belly. And are you saying Army Barbie's 8 weeks? She's cute. Look, another sis came to my inbox today and was like, "Oh, Liv got caught in another lie." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I went to look at the video. I was like, "Girl, it's like, sis, girl, it's the all of the discrepancies. Girl, we know. Look, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, we like not even just that. There's so many. I don't understand. This is to all of you guys. I don't understand how anyone is surprised like that this woman's lies. Like even let's just say even if the guy was a cop, today he's not. She's saying he's not. He's not a cop. I never said he was a cop. Yes, you did. Next he'll be a brain surgeon and then he won't. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no point. Olivia is deliberately just whether she's pathological or just throwing shit out of her ass, at the end of the day, she is like, you got to just kind of like suspend disbelief. I know we talked about this yesterday. So don't just have a laugh about it. I mean, it'd be fun and funny to like collect the list of lies, would be very interesting and funny. Exactly. If any of you guys are so inclined, I think it would be really funny to in this video maybe start a thread of the lies. It's the lies for me. Whoever wants to start it. And if you know a lie, if you know a known lie that has been debunked and you have the link or not, or just put it out there and other people like, oh, okay, I know, da 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 da. And then that's it. And then one day in the near future, we can just go through that thread, click the links, go through the lies, all of that. Just kind of like the real estate long list and all of the list of unanswered questions that we have for Miss Kaylee, who said that she wanted to answer questions but never did. All of those things. You know what I mean? So, girl, right here, right now, anyone who's here, you want to the lies for me? Comment and just drop one. I mean, Jamaican, number one. We don't hear anything about Jamaican anymore. living in Florida. Now the family is in New York, but maybe the family he means is the baby mom. Who knows? Now the kids, no kids, didn't have any kids, now has kids. Okay. So let's jump into a couple of things. If there's other things, just throw them out. But I wanted to kind of finish up Live a little bit. I know Jasmine was live earlier. Um, I think that was just a make pancakes with me. And then girl, I checked out at the time when she said that she had burnt 3 pancakes. I was like, she's like, "Well, they're not burnt, they're well done." I was like, "Girl, you saying well done is probably burnt." Child, the person that went on the cruise just got back and he was sick at work and his wife is sick. Child, the person that went on the cruise, I missed to miss something. The person that caught had a sore throat at work and called the next day with a positive. Oh, someone at your job went on a cruise, got COVID, got the vid, and is bringing it back. Okay, yeah, not a surprise. Remember early on in the journey of the vid, and the people, like there were several cruise ships that were just docked in places like in Canada or Alaska. It was like a several there were several cruises um where people were just sick and they had to stay and in place until basically they all had to quarantine on the ship. Liv does not even make no. It's she's just having. I don't know that she's having fun with everyone or she's really like psycho. But sis has problems. Okay, sis is really deranged. All right, and and okay, let her be. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I'm glad she's not my next door neighbor and you know what I'm saying, you have to have a vehicle to get out where I live. There's no buses. I don't, you know what I'm saying. Sis doesn't have, I don't know, she doesn't have a working vehicle. um Girl, she was in there yesterday talking about putting that damn pet tapestry back up. I was like, please don't. um yeah, April, I mean, give yourself about 3 days in the house. Um, there's nothing like you can go get a free test, but just so you know, because you could be asymptomatic, right? So yeah, good advice out here. Um, yes, it was difficult. Okay. But you could be asymptomatic, you could be in the clear. At least you're not going to spread it around because that's, with a known case at the job, no one's going to fault you for not being there. But yeah, just so you know, because you also need to be careful about around the other people at work, girl. But yeah, just be careful. Guys, there's so much bad news out here. Be careful. All of you young ladies who are footloose, fancy free, getting into cars, people you don't know, the weirdo Lyft drivers and Uber drivers, the weirdo ones, okay? Be careful out here. I just watched 2 back-to-back stories. Do any of you guys watch what's this channel called? Girl, Twisted Crimes? Girl. If you like watching true crime 48 hours and stuff like that, Twisted Crime, it's interesting. I don't think it's like a real TV show. I think it's actually like a YouTuber, but they're good. They're good little 10-minute true crime synopsis. And be careful out here, y'all. Like for real. There's some people out here dealing with some real fools on these streets. And I was just watching a story of, is it the Jones family? Hold on. In New Jersey, this girl had a baby with this creep. And what's her name? And homie came through. Yeah, Princess Jones, 24. Boyfriend's name's Michael Sanders. Um, her baby, 9 months, was Milani, and her parents, Tiffany and Prince. So her dad's name was Prince. Prince and Tiffany got married, and they had Princess, who was 24. And Princess had Milani with a creep named Michael Sanders. And Michael Sanders, because he was mad, decided one day he was going to come through and torch the house and basically took out the whole family. 3 generations: mom and dad, their daughter, and their daughter's daughter. Awful, right? Broke my heart. Just, you know what I'm saying? Um, you know, uh, and all I could think of when I was watching the gender reveal, you know, uh, it was just sad. It was very, very sad. Um, you just like, let me tell you something. For some of you who say, I guess I didn't plan to talk about this. Let me just 2 minutes. Any of you out there who feel like, you know what, I don't need to pay for a big wedding. I don't care about having a white dress. I don't care about walking down the aisle. I don't care about being over at the Hilton and like, girl, teach me how to Dougie with my bridesmaids and the groomsmen do so. Let me tell you something. I said that. I'm one of those girls who said that because I was single for a long time. Me and my husband got together. Um, and when we decided to get married, I really didn't want like the whole thing. I um I was like, oh, we can just, we can just do it like we just go get married. And my husband he said, I really want us to do the damn thing. And we did. And when I walked into the bridal store the first time to go try on wedding dresses was like an amazing experience. It really was. And buying a wedding dress and doing the planning and all of the things, I did my whole wedding myself. I have a friend who's an event planner and she helped me with day of coordinator, but it was one of the best experiences of my life. And the fact that our daughter was there to celebrate and she's in the pictures makes it even better. If we had done it like quote unquote the right way and got married first, had our daughter later, okay, fine. Like, I don't know that experience because that's not what I had. But I'm telling you, don't shortchange yourself. Don't give up your dreams and think it's silly or it's not 2023 or whatever, for like a gender reveal and a baby father. Okay. If you've already done that, it's done. But don't shortchange yourself like the honor and the privilege to have your aunts and uncles, your grandmother, people from work, and people cheering you on and standing in agreement for you to have the life that you want to have. It's a wonderful experience. And if that's not for you, it's not for you. But don't talk yourself out of it because you want to compensate for like other people's shortcomings and you're settling for some ratchet ass, like no account guy that you already know is a whole bill to pay. Okay. So that's all I'm going to say. Which kind of segues into some of these moms that we talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, there was someone in the comments talking about Peach and saying something about, well, Wood doesn't have this and he doesn't. These two have been together so long. What Peach has, he has. Florida is a community property state, okay? And unless they have prenups and they have their finances and whatever they've purchased structured in a way that he can't have access to it, what's hers is his. And maybe some of y'all don't believe that Peach has made a lot of money, but Peach has made a lot of money. Okay. I don't know if they blow it all at the casino or not. She doesn't tell us that. But um at the end of the day, whether she would get alimony and child support, how would she, she'd be giving him alimony and child support. She's the breadwinner. She talked him out of his business. You know what I'm saying? So they're a married couple, that's a whole different structure right there. And the fact that she wanted him to be more of like a house husband or whatever and do YouTube with her, I mean, she's the main breadwinner. She's going to be holding the bag. Um, it would be nice, right? April, it would be nice. I appreciate that. So if you are near your thumbs up, let's go ahead and get and thumbs up, please. And I'm only 33, still a virgin, Diana. I know what I want. And if the guy does not have the same, yeah, you got to be careful. I mean, you don't want to be too careful. You don't want to be too careful because at a certain point, you got to trust that you know what you know. But 33, girl, I don't want to tell you it's time, but it's time. Don't wait too long and don't like give everybody the stank eye, okay? Just remember sometimes you have to take a shot, but if you know that you know that you know you're making lemonade, if you know that you just turned the key into the Build a Bay workshop, let him come back to you whole and even rather than you feeling like you got to open your checkbook. He's constantly asking you for advice, all of those things. Um, you want someone who can be your equal, but also someone who is a leader. You know what I mean? Someone who can stand on their own 2 feet and be the leader that you want them to be. You don't. Nobody wants a man child, and if you have been preserving that good box for a long time, there is someone who will be honored and privileged to have that, but only a real man will come for that, and I'm going to tell you why. Um, it's a good women get attached, okay? And 33 some guys, especially players, they're going to be so scared of that box, girl, because it has remained pure for so long. They're going to be scared of you. But the right man who is going to feel like God just opened the heavens and shined a led him to a treasure box is going to be up for the task. But what I would say is this, sis, keep that to yourself. Like you told us, that's okay. We're not going to tell nobody. But you don't have to tell anybody about that. Just like you're not going to tell someone you've had 100 bodies, don't tell anybody you haven't had any because it's nobody's business, I promise you. Don't tell anyone. Do not tell anyone. The man that will know is the man that will be your husband. Please don't tell anybody else that. Don't tell any more of your friends because you don't want someone trying to fix you up. They meet some nice guy. Oh, and she's a virgin. Because there's some diabolical people out here that just want to get and just experience that privilege. Okay. Don't tell anyone. Just remember me telling you this right now. Don't tell anybody. It's like all the people who say, if I won the lottery tomorrow, I'm not telling a soul. Absolutely don't. You're sitting on a treasure. You're sitting on something beautiful and something that you have preserved for your husband. So keep it that way. Okay. Don't tell anyone else. All right. Because someone might just come to try to make a fool out of you and you don't want that. You have, trust and believe that blessing is going to be for someone who is going to do you guys watch? I know I've showed you guys this channel before, the OPMs. This man is so in love with his daughter and I mean, excuse me, so in love with his wife and his children. Let's just be real. He is, and he's so, I don't want to say he's corny with it, but I know that there are people out here who feel some sort of way about them because this man is so in love with this woman. Let me show you this channel real quick so you guys can go check it out. They're from Ghana, and sis is just always in the kitchen. Like they don't show you a whole lot like about what's going on over at their house. They do occasionally, but the most that she gets into is that she's showing you she's cooking every day. Sis is in the kitchen with her hair styled, with a beautiful dress on, and cooking in her La Crusette, making a beautiful meal with a beautiful table. Sis is like a whole hostess over there. She is a homemaking hostess over there. And This is a channel I love to watch. She's always making some something delicious, and it's a wonderful channel. Now, it used to be called something else, but they changed their name to their family name. Um, Let me clear this away. Sorry. The OPMs. Okay, so yesterday, I'm gonna just click on this for a second and show you what's going on here. Um, so
the patience needed to cook the right way is very astonishing. All right, so we're gonna take the fillets and cut them into
she's just cooking, but okay, let me show you how it starts out. This is the husband. Okay, so
Lady in red is cooking with me. Nobody knows. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. So what's going on today? So more fish. Yeah, we like fish. Yeah. Fish is winning. Yeah. So today we have white snapper, which is one of our favorite fish. Favorite fish. Yeah, to have. This is too much. It's too much. Too much. It's not too much.
So they're very happy people. Very happy. The husband is typically always filming, and he's so complimentary of his wife. And when he's talking, sometimes he's talking about how much of a gift from God his wife is. That's what you want. I mean, every guy is not going to be like this, but this guy is ushy gushy over his wife. And I think it's absolutely beautiful.
Sweetie, lady of my love, the only missus of my being, my queen. Amen. You look amazing. Thank you.
He's over there complimenting her, and she's like, amen, amen. Girl, just receiving it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's professing and she's receiving.
So
okay.
Every time I make this dish, I'm so excited because I grew up eating this, right? It's fried fish with some form of couscous, which we're making in a back. All right, so this couscous is made of fermented cassava, which is known as yuca here in America. And again, it is gluten-free. In the pot, we have boiling water, and this is steam.
Okay, you guys can check this out on your own. I'll drop the link so you guys can go check them out if you want to. They're a beautiful family. You know, opposite of a lot of what we typically see, you know. Daddy is home. Daddy is paying bills. Daddy is also helping his wife. She likes to YouTube, and they've made it a family situation. They go looking at, they moved from New Jersey to Texas, and I think they feel like they want another house. So they like to go house shopping, stuff like that. But the activities are all very kind of positive. And this is just, you just experience a guy who is very attentive to his wife. So I'll try once, whenever I go live, not when I look, a couple times a week, I'm gonna just be realistic. I will share with you some of what I'm watching. I'm not going to even be looking for anything to show you guys. I'm just going to share with you my subscriptions. Okay. Along with others, I'm subscribed to so many different types of channels, just to be quite honest with you. But that's some of what I watch. I do love, I mean, when I sit and, when she's making something that looks really good, because I'll get inspiration for cooking from her. She's not necessarily showing you recipes. She's making dinner. She's giving inspiration. You probably can follow if you are a experienced cook and you kind of like, oh, okay, I see what she's doing. I can replicate that without a recipe. But if you're like, I need a recipe type person, yeah, she's not for you for a recipe. So you might want to, you know what I'm saying? She's cooking dinner. Okay. And she's showing you how she's feeding her family. That's what it is. Right. Daddy is home, Liliana. Absolutely. So, but it's beautiful. All right. Let's continue. Let's go over here to Ratchet Town. I just wanted to get this little last part out because this is something I was looking for when we were over here by Livs. I know Liv went live yesterday. I didn't get all the way up into it, but I know she said some things this week that I do want to kind of address. Jasmine, I don't know what happened in her live. But like I said, I know she was making like some ratchet nasty pancakes and girl, I did I girl, she's I caught the pictures. I did catch it, but sis, um when she started talking about, damn it, the absolutely, absolutely. You guys, I do watch these channels, but I watch lots of stuff, just to be honest. You know what I mean? My subscription list is very diverse. Okay. Okay, so let's get back. Sis is delusional. And then I guess we may wrap some things up with Peach. I don't know, Peach. Peach and Liv. Okay, that's what we're gonna talk about today. And then, we're gonna see how long this goes, because if I'm on here for 2 hours, girl, it might be a wrap for the day. But let's get through this real fast and let's talk about it, okay? Um Boom. Okay.
And
Okay.
well, he's always been. And like, this is the only time I've ever seen him get out of pocket with this woman, is in this situation. And it's because it's such a serious situation and he wants his daughter with him. Okay. And it's really because it's like a behavioral issue. You know what I mean? That's
Okay, this is what I wanted to talk about. Liv is so out of order here. It's just about as bad as Jasmine talking about what her kids have going on. I just, you know, she wants to talk about this man and his kids, and he, like, let's just say this guy is real, right? That's all I'm saying. Please don't come, Fran. You know that, yes, but I've said I don't believe anything this woman says, okay? But we are watching the video, and I'm not a big debunker. I'm gonna go based off the video. That's what we're doing a reaction on, because my reaction is bullshit. Okay, you guys got to listen to me too. Don't, like, it's not what it's, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm not, that's just my style, right? You may not hear everything the way you want to hear from me, but if you want to hear things the way you need to hear it to like make it okay, then I'm going to encourage everybody who's got a handle and in the, like, you have the opportunity to put up a video. You know what I mean? Because that's what I did. That's how I got this thing started. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to have a voice on what was going on, because I was like, this is weird, right? So just remember, everyone doesn't deliver everything the same way. But at the end of the day, girl, this is a fucking liar. Don't we all know this? Like, I don't feel like I should have to say every day that Liv is a liar when I feel like I clearly articulate that. At least I thought.
that's what it is. So he feels like he can handle her better than anybody.
So this is behavioral.
Do your thing, Miss Mamas.
This is embarrassing.
Put up with it, but when I'm done, I'm done.
This is one of the reasons why I don't believe that this guy is real, because if this guy is getting at his baby mama and you're over here on live stream, you've talked to her, and these people are aware that you have a YouTube channel, and sis is up there in New York. Look, we're just going based on the videos right now, guys. And you're up here talking about her daughter. Do you know how Olivia was mad when she saw Robin dancing or Christian dancing? She said it was forced dancing. You know what I'm saying? Like that, this is ridiculous. But now she's talking about what the girl's going through, a behavioral problem with a teenager.
But it's weird. It's so amazing. I'm not gonna say weird. It's so amazing what God puts in front of you so you can see different versions of things. And dealing with this man, ever since I've dealt with him, he's so respectful of his baby mama. And well, he's always been. And like, this is the only time I've ever seen him get out of pocket with this woman, is in this situation. And it's because it's such a serious situation and he wants his daughter with him. Okay.
But he wants his daughter with him, but another lie, you guys. Doesn't he have a house, right? You said 2-3 weeks ago when he was giving you the money for getting your place, so you said that he wasn't going to be living with you because you weren't ready for that. But now he's going to be living with you, which, does that make sense? Because you say you have a 2-bedroom apartment. Like, it's really, I don't even want to spend a whole lot of time on this woman. She's ridiculous.
And it's really because it's like a behavioral issue. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So he feels like he can handle her better than anybody.
Look, so I saw the post yesterday. Olivia has been throwing jabs for a minute right now. Okay. She's been throwing lots of jabs. At the end of the day, I feel like I saw Yanni's kind of like, girl, I caught the shade. At the end of the day, Olivia can get up here and say, I'm just so glad that I have my grandmother, whatever. Is that what you're talking about? At the end of the day, people who are mature don't get mad over silly things like that. At the end of the day, let me tell you something. Experiencing the celebration of life for a person who lived a life well and full is a very different thing from a tragic loss. There's still going to be sorrow and misery and the missing of someone, when you can't call them on the phone anymore and all of those things. But when you have, God's actual hand of favor over you, people saying stupid things don't affect you the way they do when you are always seeking and ready to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? So when Yanni said what she said yesterday, like, girl, I caught the shade, but whatever, we're good over here. I really believe that. Olivia is a miserable, sorry excuse for a woman. Okay? The intent behind posting something like that just shows her lack of maturity. And when the day comes that your loved ones start dropping like flies, sis, don't expect any sympathy. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect any. That's just all that there is. Because God don't like ugly. And sis is mad because sis has created a opportunity for herself on this internet, but that opportunity includes navigating around people that are questioning almost everything that she does. And she's mad about it. Okay? She's mad. That's it, Girl, Liv is a non-factor. She's just trying to get some energy, and the energy was not given. Okay? You know what I mean? Like, girl, it just shows what type of a person she is. She's miserable. She's miserable and she's not a good person. And it's obvious, right? So, girl, you got to overlook people like that. It's like, oh, bless her heart. Like, that just said more about her as the type of person and woman she is, more so than trying to bait someone to go back and forth with you, because a bitch has no content. Okay? She has no content. Don't think the other day. So we'll get to that in just a second. So I talked about the behavioral thing yesterday, and I didn't have yes, Yanni lost her grandmother, guys. So if those of you who don't know, she did do a post about it. So I'm not exactly sure what the chain of events were regarding like everything that has happened and transpired. But if you didn't know, send sis your condolences. I believe she did do a community post, and But Liv tried to be low-key shady. She was saying that she just got off the phone with her grandmother and she's so happy to still have her here. And was that being shady? If she meant to jab at Yanni when she said that, absolutely. If she is just unaware, if she was unaware, she was unaware. But I do think that Liv intentionally put that up to be funny, to be shady, rather, or whatever, however you want to. She was being a bitch, okay, and thought that she was going to get a reaction from it, and you know what I mean, like, girl. What's going on? Do you guys like iced coffee? Okay, let's change. My son bought me an iced coffee machine and it was the best purchase ever, honey. The money I'm saving from buying iced coffee. Okay, girl. Enjoy. Okay. Liv is shady as fuck. I made another post saying she's gonna call her granny again just because she can last night and deleted it. See, you know what I'm saying? It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I wouldn't even, girl, she's dumb. She's dumb. Let me tell you something. When death comes knocking on your door, see, I don't think that she's experienced family members or friends and things like that starting to pass away. Girl, time, what do they say? Time and tide wait for no man, okay? Just as much as we're gonna get the sun and the moon and the sun and the moon, and that tide will roll in and roll out. Girl, death will come knocking. Okay, so it's okay, girl. Let her be rude and arrogant and hateful. She feels a way, and let her. You know what I mean? The bottom line is, and I say this all the time, you shouldn't be over here, sis. This content is not really for you. But you choose to want to come where people are doing analysis of your channel, where people are talking about what you got going on and you feel some type of way about it. Me personally, I wouldn't be here. But if sis is a glutton for punishment and thinks that to make herself feel better, that she has to say certain things to try to insult people or try to diminish what's going on in people's lives, girl, it says more about her. Okay. Just like, let's say Azalea Banks, right? Azalea Banks was very mad at DJ Youngfly, right? She was very mad. She was super insulted. She felt a way about comments and an experience that she had, right? And his lady died on her birthday, and she felt that it was some divine reciprocity. She felt that karma had kicked in. Christians call it divine reciprocity. That's when God reaches his hand down and handles what needed to be handled because you were wronged. Okay. Some people call it karma. Some people call it fate. Some people call it divine reciprocity. Okay. She feels that, sis took the hit for what he'd done to her. I'm paraphrasing like a 4-page post on Instagram. And some people found what she said disgusting. Some people found like they're snapping their fingers like, yes, sis, yes, he should never have insulted you. You know what I mean? There's people on both sides of the fence who feel however they feel. At the end of the day, I don't have any opinions on it, just to be honest. I feel like sometimes you just have to take it to the grave. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you see something that happened and you feel that, oh, okay, that just got settled. That just got evened out. Or maybe this person now can feel how I felt. Okay. Gloating in the afterglow of someone's misfortune, um if that's what you're here for, if that's what you're made of, you know what I mean? Um, that's it. You know what I mean? So Azalea Banks is definitely getting some flack for that. Just like the young lady who, the rapper, what's her name? Girl. I know I'm going to get it wrong now because I've got a whole nother word in my head. But the girl who was in first class and was sitting by Ti's grandchildren, and they were loud, they were crying, they were they made her experience on the plane bad, and she felt away. She took a picture, posted the kids, and said something rude. Now, are we outraged because those are Ti's grandkids, or are we just outraged because sis took a picture of some innocent children who were just being children? Chica, girl, I was getting ready to say crispy. Okay, Chica. So are people, what's the outrage? Are people mad because she took pictures of the kids and posted them and complained? Or are they more mad because these are some famous people's kids, some little rich grandchildren babies? Okay. I don't know. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't care. Sis is immature. She's getting called out. Is it annoying when babies are in flight and are screaming and crying? Absolutely, but you need to have your noise canceling headphones because babies fly all the time. And if you are unlucky enough to be on a flight with a crying baby, you needed to have bought your headphones before you got on the flight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just it. If you're flying in 2023 and you don't have noise canceling headphones on, are you really flying? Do you really know what's going on out here? Maybe you don't fly often. Maybe you don't travel enough. But sis, number one, when you're packing your electronics, when you got your charger and everything, you have those noise cancelings, okay? At the end of the day, babies can't do anything, and the airline flight attendant can't shut anything up. At the end of the day, babies crying is life, okay? That's it. And she was saying she was having like a manic episode. Something was kicking in. She was having a moment, and she had her moment, and unfortunately it was some famous babies. But at the end of the day, sis, you're just showing your character. You One day maybe you'll have kids, and you might want someone to show you some grace as your kids are off the chain at the moment. And then maybe you won't get that. I don't know. Things have a funny way of happening. But let me pull something else up. Since we've handled that business, Liv is very inappropriate talking about this man's child, whether this is real or not, girl, we don't know. But Liv was trying to throw some shade at who, I don't know, but I thought it was very funny. Hold on. This was funny to me because, girl, I didn't know who she was. I didn't know if she was trying to talk about. I don't know who she was trying to talk about because I'm not putting anything to it. But I just thought it was funny because I'm thinking to myself, bitch, bitch. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Hold on, let's get to this. Let me see.
Oh yeah, that's how you feel. Us mixed people, we really come in all different shades and all different looks and everything. It's amazing. Speaking of mixed people, isn't it amazing how I'm very proud of my mixed people? And look, I'm saying that because put us in our own category. I feel like that we're a part of both categories. We're biracial, whatever song. And I love it though. I love it because it looks less mixed back in the
I don't even want to talk about that.
motherfuckers that are obsessed with me.
Okay, here we go. She's disgusting. She's absolutely gross. Do I believe that she's pregnant? Let me tell you something, Christine. Do I believe that a slur can get pregnant whenever she wants? You guys know what a slur is, right? Do we know what slur equals? Slur is what? Can someone drop it in the chat? Do you know what a slur is? When I say slur or you hear slur, what's a slur? I want to make sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Can a woman who has a functional uterus and able to receive the seed and have babies? Do I think that that's actual that can actually happen? I do. Who's going to be more likely to have a baby? Someone who is not on birth control and has sex unprotected. Let's see. I'm waiting for someone to drop what is a slur. I think you guys know. Don't be shy now. I don't think she's pregnant with twins. I don't know what she's pregnant with. Girl, I'm gonna be honest. I don't girl. Live, I'm assuming that's Liv. Liv sounds just like Amber Rose. Amber just got called out on College Hill for having this mindset. Yeah, Jocelyn called her out. Okay. Thank you, Ivy. So a slut and a whore. Okay, that's what a slur is. Okay. Do I believe that a slur can be pregnant? Shit, why not? Why not? Why not? Okay. Absolutely. Do I believe she's pregnant at this moment? You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be honest, guys, and I know this might seem weird to some of you. I'm not really like, I believe. I'm just from the realm of if someone says something, I'm just going to kind of believe you, what you're saying. Now, if you give me reason to believe that you're lying, then I'm probably going to be like, I don't really know, because you know what I mean. But this woman having a baby is not out of the realm of possibility, but I haven't really thought about it enough to, I think that she's pregnant. I do. I mean, I don't not believe it. If that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't care. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to seem flip, but I don't care. If she's pregnant, that's what women like her do. She does YouTube, but YouTube isn't really like a career for her. And this is a woman who needs a check. And I think that babies are a paycheck. I think it's benefits. And I think that Gerard took her benefits away by taking the kids. And she's in a position where she needs to re-up her family again. And also, what else will she do? She says she wants to go to school. She says she wants certain things, but you're sitting here having sex with someone you're not even really interested in, with no protection and running the risk of getting pregnant. But you had plans, but so whatever, you know what I mean? Like, the difference between this and like a Mahogany Jackson, Mahogany's married to her husband, even though Mahogany says she's got hopes and dreams and things she wants to do. Sis, you need to be on birth control because your husband isn't concerned about what your plans are. His plans are for you to stay pregnant, fill up that house, and create damn content for these YouTube channels. You thinking you want to be a model or this, that, and the other thing, and I'm talking about Mahogany Jackson from the Jacksons of Atlanta. Sis, that's not part of the plan. Okay? Right? Now, Olivia is getting ready. I think this is the part that let's see if we found the right part.
I don't care and I don't be paying attention to people. I don't know what bitches niggas be doing, and y'all can describe any nigga and I won't know who he is. Because I don't be paying attention like that. I don't care. That shit is hilarious. Y'all really set me up for that one. No, stop it. I didn't toss that. What's the real problem? Why are you fussing? No.
Do you guys know the timestamp of when she started talking about this guy was
Really?
married?
Oh, yeah. I know. I fixed it, Tammy. Bitter about it, y'all. Or I was talking about this last night in my TikTok live. I don't believe that every man cheats, because we were talking about that last night in my TikTok live. Follow me on TikTok because I'll be live there in a minute.
You know, every man doesn't cheat, guys. Let me tell you something. If you believe that every man cheats, I'm telling you, sis, even if you just pay for one session, go for some therapy. I'm going to tell you why, because every man doesn't. If every man that you've ever been with has cheated on you, sis, you got to figure out how you keep ending up with that. Because at the end of the day, the bottom line is that every man doesn't cheat. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you, but for whatever reason, you allow people to come into your life who will dishonor and disrespect you, and who do not, their word doesn't mean anything. Okay. If you're not out here cheating, he's a human being just like you. All men do not cheat. And there are plenty of men that are very proud to say, I never cheated. I never did this. I never did that. They're very proud of their marriage, and they're very proud of what they have accomplished, because for men, it may be a little bit more difficult and more of a daily walk of thou shalt control my penis, right? So they're proud of that they're able to control themselves. It's a control issue. It's also a disrespect issue, and sometimes it's a self-esteem issue. But to allow the same type of dude into your life over and over and over again, although we are not responsible for what they do, we are responsible for what we allow enter our space. And if you know that you're dealing with someone who is not respectful, their word doesn't mean shit, they're sneaky, they keep lots of women, they've got too much going on that makes you feel uncomfortable, know that this is not the situation that you want. Nobody needs rocket science for that, but some people do need a coach. Some people do need someone to walk them through that, and be okay with being alone for a minute until someone who is honorable and someone who really wants to be there will be there. Every man is not cheating. If every man you meet is cheating, sis, that's a you problem. And I'm just being honest. That's a you problem. You got to figure out why. If you attract every bank robber in town, girl, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone can't be a bank robber. Everybody can't be a everyone is not a lawyer. Okay? Girl, the kid, she doesn't need that. Girl, she needs a new life. At the end of the day, let's say this, Cham. At the end of the day, that's how her money goes. Okay? That's what her money could afford. Okay? Huh. She got exactly what she pays for. Okay? If it works, it works. But yeah, sis doesn't need. If she needed something new, she better get the money to pay for that. If that's what her money is giving. That's what it's giving. Okay. All right. How are you going to talk about a man cheating when, girl, all you did was throughout your whole relationship, married for 3 months and cheated? Okay. I just love how she said, I'm trying to find where the man's in her inbox, because that's the part I want to hear. Hold on.
I'm just like thinking to myself.
Hold on.
And I could be wrong, but that's what it's giving. It's like every time a woman is getting out of a marriage, she's talking about self-love. Why is there no self-love in that marriage? And then it made me think about me when I got married. I didn't have no damn. I had no self-love, okay? At all. And honestly, I was kind of I was like codependent in a sense.
Girl, all these things that she's saying, we've been talking about for years. She must be doing like a crash course on everybody's videos. Sis was so mad at people saying these type of things for years, but now she's copping to it. Thank you, racist be gone. Let's see. I'm trying to find where she started talking about somebody is in her DMs saying she's pretty.
This little crybaby.
This boy be in my DMs. He says I'm pretty.
Lord, what am I gonna do with you?
Gosh, I got to start writing down timestamps.
All right, so I need to make something to eat. What should I make for myself? Are you done? She's in a little tank. Have a different experience. I want to know you're like codependent. Like, girl, couldn't be mine. Couldn't be mine. Let's say that one time for the one time. Couldn't be mine. A dummy in the back. And he doesn't mean anything by it. I know. And I don't care how innocent y'all want to be. Oh! You look good and their eyes are so gorgeous and you look good and beautiful they are.
Oh, okay, here we go.
To myself, if you are my husband, trying not to get caught up, you know, you can tell like the shit that he says, compliment. And he's in my DM. And he's in my DM.
Okay.
It's not my business to say nothing.
I've said this for a long time. Liv is full of shit. Okay. Fran, why do you say that? Why is she full of shit? I've said this a million times. Liv does not carry herself as a woman who has a man. Okay. She doesn't. How do you have a man now? You're in love with him. You got babies coming. You're trying to help him with his daughter, all of these things, but you're in your DMs and allegedly some married dude, some dude is complimenting you on everything and you're entertaining it, right? So, girl, hold on, let's get to it.
But he say nothing.
Let's see how she.
It was. He's married. Okay. And what got me thinking this.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, okay, so here's the thing. And what got me thinking this is because there's a man in my DM right now and he's married. Okay. I'm not gonna say who it is. If y'all know who it was, that's the tea. Okay. But I'm not gonna say nothing. It's not my business to say nothing. But he's married. And he's in my DM like every other day, complimenting me and like.
So every other day, some guy who I guess everybody would know husband is in her DMs. Every other day, you're entertaining somebody who's married in your DMs who everybody would know if you said it. Oh, okay.
You know, you can tell like the shit that he says, he's trying not to get caught up. But I'm just like.
Let me tell you something. Olivia is trash. There's no way that Olivia has a serious relationship. Just like back when she was, you know, like when Casper, Jamaican Cop, all of the things were coming out. And we were just kind of like, everyone was like, oh my God, this is unbelievable because not because she can't get a guy. I mean, sis is ready to give up Putty Cat. She can get a guy, of course. At the end of the day, the man that she was articulating, he doesn't exist, right? But it's also the fact that sis is entertaining men in her inbox still. Does that sound like a woman who's in a serious relationship?
Thinking to myself, if you are my husband and you're in somebody else's DM telling them how beautiful they are and their eyes are so gorgeous and
so, but he's messaging you and you're entertaining it. She's getting ready to try to pussy pop backwards and say she's not. But if he's in her inbox, what did she say? Day after day after day, or every other day, sis, you're entertaining it. What are you saying? Like, what's really going on? Okay.
And he's in my DM like every other day,
Every
complimenting
other
me,
day,
and
they're
like,
talking.
you know, you can tell like the shit that he says. He's trying not to get caught up, but I'm just like thinking to myself, if you are my husband and you're in somebody else's DM telling them how beautiful they are and their eyes are so gorgeous and you look good and and I don't care how innocent y'all want to be like, oh, that's innocent. He doesn't mean anything by it. I know a bitch.
No, that's not, no one should be doing that. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is that you are entertaining it. So that's where innocent kind of goes out the window, because yeah, that's not appropriate. That's not innocent. Any of you women out here think it's innocent for your man to be inboxing women and telling them how gorgeous they are? Sis, email me. Okay, let's talk about it. It's not. That's not appropriate. Okay, that's just not. There's nothing about that that is innocent. Someone liking a picture, I don't know. There's one thing with liking a picture, but there's also another thing with liking pictures that are of a weirdo in a sector that you follow on the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Chris were all of a sudden, if Hips were all of a sudden tapping on Liv's pictures, that would be weird. Okay. But let me ask this. What is homie complimenting over here? What's homie complimenting? So there's someone in her DMs and he is complimenting her pictures. He's in there and saying this, that, and the third. Oh, okay. That doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't add up.
Bitch in the back don't say that.
No, nobody is going to be sitting there. I mean, there are stupid guys like Splash who sit up there and like all these women's pictures. He doesn't follow them, but he likes them. And then he hits up people in his the DMs. But we know that Splash is a known cheater, right?
A dummy in the back. Girl, couldn't be mine. Couldn't be mine. Let's say that one time.
Girl, your husband was entertaining a whole prostitute on his DMs, wasn't he? I mean, let's tell the truth here. Allegedly, and maybe not even allegedly. I mean, we heard her and Gerard talking about it when she recorded him. Sir was trying to meet up with a prostitute because I don't know. I mean, I guess we need to get an answer from him as to why he was soliciting a prostitute. However, at the end of the day, it couldn't be you, sis. It was you. It was you. And he had a whole lady that he went to after he left you. Shit was already lined up. So it couldn't be you, sis. It was you. It was you and it is you. Okay? Come on now.
Not for the one time.
Let's not forget.
I wish it would.
You wish it would? It
But
was.
like, what is this giving? And then
Sir left Florida, went back to Texas, and moved right into Antonisha's house. Girl, you don't think that they had been talking? You think he just knocked on her door and was like, "Oh, hey, I'm here." He was like, "Look, you know what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing at the moment. I'm gonna be out of here by next week. Okay, I'm on my way. This weirdo just bought a house, or forget it. This weirdo just rented to own a house and thinks I'm moving in there with her and the kids. And I'm not. And as soon as I get them moved in, I'll be in I need to make sure my kids are straight. And once I get them moved up into this house, I'll be there."
it's like I either see that, a bunch of married men being thirsty over other women, or I see these unhappy women like miserable on the internet, either like being messy. And I'm sorry, no person on this earth, if you're happy at home and you're married and you're everything, whatever, you don't have time to be messy on the internet.
Well, maybe that's your excuse. Look, people have time to do whatever they want to do, right? And everybody is not slaving. Everybody is not on their knees, hand washing floors. And some people have help. Some people have spouses. Some people have some money and can pay for things. Yeah, Olivia is speaking from her you know what I'm saying? Sis is on hard times. Let's just say what it is. Sis clearly is in some sort of affordable housing, because no one is going to put you in a damn apartment with that old ass hood and those coil ranges, okay? Sis is living somewhere low budget, okay? And at the end of the day, you don't know what people got going on.
This shit bomb. Hold on. Let's see what he's doing. What are you doing? Hey, Chad, please don't hurt yourself, okay? The only person... Oh, shit. The only person that I remember being super messy when she was married is Wendy Williams. When we see what's happening marriage, she was in. Okay. So my question now is...
So the only person who's messy on the internet or that she's ever seen was messy is Wendy Williams. That's all she could come up with. So there's no other bloggers on this whole earth that are married and do this thing. You know what I'm saying? I think at the end of the day, like, there's just like people like her. Number one, she's mad because her bag has diminished. The money that she used to make, she's not making anymore. Doesn't mean she can't make it anymore, but she's lazy. And at the end of and there's channels now that have been around for so long that they're making money. And I think she's just mad about it. She's mad that people can make money, make a bag off of her. And she wants to say anything to the insecure and just the community at large to get conversations popping again about whatever. I don't know. Olivia loves to just bring shit up and see what happens with it. She is definitely a shit starter. She's a shit starter, and she's also a known liar. But the fact that she feels comfortable telling an audience that she's been entertaining a married man of which she knows who the wife is, and he messages her like every other day. How is someone messaging you every other day if you're not messaging them back? So you're entertaining someone that you know of or know their husband, and you're entertaining the back and forth with this person. What does that make? Like, that makes you just as trashy. Like, you're gross. You're gross, and they're gross.
Is there happy marriages? I mean, my sister's in a happy marriage, but
girl, get yourself out that damn project apartment before you start worrying about what other people got going on. Why don't you worry about that damn married ass man you got who's up in New York for like damn near a month, like he wrote up there on Stagecoach? Like, can't a man go and handle something with his daughter? The guy's been up there for damn near a month. You would think he rode up there on the Pony Express. Like, what's taking him so long to allegedly come back? You know what I mean?
I'd be the only one in the whole entire world. And if it is, girl, it's just so sad to me. It's really, really sad. And it's just like, okay, so we are going to.
She's just lying. Yeah.
My steak in the tortilla.
Girl, let me tell you something. Jackie Ina has a white refrigerator. Girl, white with gold trim. It's beautiful. White refrigerator like that. That's just a cheap old white refrigerator. But girl, white refrigerators in those French kitchens, girl. If you have an all white modern French country kitchen, sis.
Let me read your comments. I would tell him off and block him. Girl, it's not. Let me tell you something. I am all the way a girl's girl, okay?
The way she eats is disgusting to me. So she's a girl's girl. Someone's saying I would tell him off and block him. She's getting ready to say that's not my job because I don't give a fuck about that bitch, right? I'm paraphrasing. She does not care. Olivia will mess with a married man, and that's the proof, okay? Because you're entertaining the conversation. Either you're entertaining it for a receipt and drop it, or you are full of shit because you are that girl. You are that quality. You are that type of woman. And girl, that's fine. Like, it don't bother me.
I've done that so many times. I've told a man, girl, I've rode for so many women that I've never even met in this world. But honestly, what's the point? What's the point?
Yeah, entertain the conversation with the married dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I don't know whose skin she's trying to get up under, but at the end of the day, a secure woman, yeah, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's trying to send subliminals, just like she was trying to send a subliminal about the grandmother. She's out here trying to send subliminals to try to like fuck with people's heads. Olivia is a very evil, conniving woman. We all know that she hit up Uriah. She hit up Desmond. I've told you I believe, on more than one occasion has called and hung up to numbers associated with my residence, along with creating or trying to run a story of a fake profile, which that kind of crashed and burned. Because what man is going to go to a woman's social media and only take those pictures to use on a profile, and then in the description box, like all of the like it just was not accurate. It wasn't accurate. It wasn't giving. It was lies. It was lies to try. This woman participated in a camp, like, some weird shit to try to make me look bad and try to make my marriage seem false. Like, it doesn't fall on deaf ears that I feel like, when she gets a video that she doesn't particularly like, she's going to try to throw something out there because she's trash and she deals with trash and all the men she deals with are trash. So she's going to try to say something so the streets can get started talking and just get started talking and do what the streets does, right? At the end of the day, nobody's here for it. I mean, I'm not here for it. I'm not taking the bait. At the end of the day, I think she's dumb. And girl, it's a good reach, but you like, look at you. Ain't nobody coming for you, sis. Ain't nobody coming for you. And at the end, also, sometimes because a lot of these women don't really know what's going on in reactors' life. Like, oh, you don't show us your life. You don't show us what's going on over to your place. Because you know what? That's the fuel and ammunition that they try to use to make plays to try to get up under people's skin, try to find out what they need to find out because you're bothering them. And I'm going to just go back to, don't fucking watch my channel.
Sit down. Sit down.
Girl, she could be a relationship expert, but it's not the type of relationships that you want. Does she have a certain level of expertise of a certain type of relationship? Absolutely. So a relationship expert from a ratchet standpoint, from a woman who is approached by every bum that wants to try to get into a woman who is 5'9", 400 pounds and looks available? Absolutely. But explain to me why you have a boyfriend, someone who just moved you into an apartment, and you're entertaining the married man. You're entertaining a man in your inbox, but also the married man of someone who you have some sort of acquaintance with, whoever that might be, because, of course, she's not going to say any names because it really doesn't exist.
I don't entertain it.
You
I would never entertain a married man.
How are you not entertaining it when he's messaging you every other day? He wouldn't be messaging you every other day if you weren't responding.
Disgusting. That is so disgusting. Y'all know me. I'm number one. I ain't number two. Never been number two in my life. Get down.
Girl, that old white refrigerator.
Don't do that.
Hey, Queen. How are you?
Why do you want to stand up on the furniture?
Girl, we'll get to that in a minute.
Where you going?
She's just,
let me see what y'all saying.
keep in mind, this is on the heels of the Walmart photo. She's still, look, Olivia is a very vengeful, conniving person. She's still mad that picture's floating around. She's mad because she got her picture snapped in Walmart and feels some type of way about it. Do I have that? Girl, she's mad because, yeah, all of that. That's what she's mad at that. She's mad at getting her picture snapped from behind in Walmart. So she's dropping, what do we say, subliminals about other people or things that she thinks could get up under people's skin who have insecurities and maybe are in relationships that may not be the best. Because if you have time to do this, you shouldn't have time to do that. And then that being said, oh yeah, guess what, guys? There's a married guy in my DMs, and if you knew whose husband it was, whose husband is it? Is it Will Smith? Is it Jada Pinkett Smith's husband? Whose husband is it? And girl, who is some celebrity is Young Jock in there? Girl, who's in your DMs? Who marked a trick? Who? Girl, stop it.
Oh, I love my mods. Get down. No, get down. Why do you want to get AJ?
She's such a baby. She's like the worst mom ever. And I'm going to say it from a standpoint, I don't know how she mothers, but from a standpoint of, didn't the boy just turn 1? He's 1. You want him to act like a 6-year-old, but sis, he's 1. He's 1 years old. He doesn't even know what you're saying. He hears the words, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Get down. Want pow? Mommy gonna get you pow.
So he's gonna get pow because he's learning. She's learning by popping. Girl.
Yeah, he's trying to.
Sis is just.
Oh yeah, is that how you feel? Ah, I'm gonna get you pow. You better get down. Get down.
Girl, he's a whole baby.
Marriage isn't for everyone. Girl. You know how many people are married and they don't need to be married?
You.
It was confirmed again. What message? I've seen people be happy and have long... Get down! Sit down on your butt. I've seen people be happy and have long, loving marriages. It has to be something both people want. Yes, I agree. 100%, Coco. Get down. You better not do that. I'm not like bitter about it, y'all. Or I was talking about this last night in my TikTok live. I don't believe that every man cheats, because we're talking. I don't think every man cheats.
Let's move ahead.
Definitely. Been married to my high school sweetheart since we were 18. We are 34, and it's not easy, but we make it work. We are happy and truly. Oh, that's so sweet. I love those kind of stories. I love that for you, Natalie. And I don't, like I said, I'm not going to expose it or who he is or anything. This is not the first fucking time. And I don't, like I said, I'm not going to expose it or who he is or anything. This is not the first fucking time. What? Or who he is or anything. This is the saddest thing. And I don't, like I said, I'm not going to expose it or who he is.
She's so stupid, girl. Drop the receipt. Drop it.
Okay, look, mommy's eating. I'm about to eat, okay?
Let me tell you something. Olivia is dumb enough that if there's a troll out here creating troll accounts, she's so fucking flattered by anything that she would believe it just because she doesn't like the person. Whatever it is, I say drop it. Drop the shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get with the shits. Girl, it's summertime. Girl, drop it and let's see. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you're working with. Because at the end of the day, what? At the end of the day, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And she's just dumb enough to believe whatever, however.
Or no, mommy can't eat. Like, people really think that the man that I'm dealing with is married. Like, y'all are funny. Like, ew, that's so gross.
This is what I think, guys. She wants a response. You know what I mean? And I don't know who she's talking to. If she was trying to throw subs in this girl's direction, sis, let me tell you something. You have no idea what's going on in my house. Like, legit. And it's not about, oh, I know this, that, and the third, but what you think is not what you even know. And the bottom line is, bitch, drop receipts. You know what I'm saying? Drop receipts. But, you know, she's just that type of person. When other people are happy and other people are living more fulfilled lives and are happy and have wonderful relationships and celebrate wedding anniversaries and aren't into the shits in their relationship, the assumption is, and I'm sorry if you're offended by what I'm going to say, I'm sorry, not sorry, because this is the truth. There's a subset of very unfulfilled women who have been damaged by bad relationships, who don't believe that anything good exists. And because of that, you're ready to believe that all men cheat, all men do this, everyone does that. If you know that you can be loyal in a relationship, why can't someone else? Like, it's just ridiculous to me. I don't even really like to have the conversation because I feel like when people are stuck in a certain mindset, that's just what they believe. And when that's what you believe, that's what you are going to attract. That's what you're going to gravitate to. Also, it might just be that you're the one who's in the shits. You think all men cheat because you cheat. I had a very good friend who was, I'm going to say it like this, not a loyal person. And it wasn't so much that when she got married, her spouse wasn't loyal. She just was being who she was. Sis had slut tendencies, and that's just it. Slut hoe tendencies. And needless to say, shit didn't go well. And that's all I'm going to say on that. But at the end of the day, you are who you are. You know what I mean? And that's it on that. Cause yeah, I don't want to say too much because you know what I mean. I don't want to throw my friend up under the bus. But sis has hoe tendencies, and you know, the expression.
Really? Is that how you feel? Is that how you feel? Is that how you feel?
Olivia's just mad because she's a hoe,
AJ, really?
and she's
I know, I'm about to put your
entertaining
bus to sleep.
allegedly
Even though we have to go.
She's entertaining who she knows to be a married man and thinks she's doing some great service by not saying anything and just let it continue and drop subs. But that's what she does. When there's videos that come out and Olivia feels a certain type of way, rather than addressing what bothered her, she's going to come out, throw subs, and try to get up under people's skin. So yeah, that part. Okay. Let's see. But I'm just trying to figure out what woman who's pregnant in a relationship. This is, if you want to know what I really think, is Olivia pregnant? Yes. Does she know who her baby's father is? Maybe. Is the father of Flojo the same father as AJ? No. No. She would like for it to be, she would like to believe for you to, she would like for you to believe that, but that's not the case. There is no way that the father of this new baby is the father of AJ because we know who AJ's father is, okay? And if she was sleeping with someone at the same time that she was sleeping with Zolo, that just like, sis, you are a hoe. You were living with someone, but whatever you were doing, you were running out in the middle of the night, afternoon. I don't see how you could cheat on Zolo when he was live damn 24/7. Okay? Zolo was live 24/7 and you were right there in the house cooking, smoking, drinking, mad, and all the things. Where were you? Up under him. So how in the world were you cheating when damn Zolo was live all the time? He even tried to say and lie and say he moved to Atlanta and was out there on the balcony, and we knew that was your balcony. Do you guys remember when Louis exposed Zolo for being still in Orlando? That shit was the funniest thing ever. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Zolo and Olivia had broken up once upon a time and they got back together, and he was trying to say that they weren't back together, that he was somewhere else. He was elsewhere. And he was on her balcony trying to say it was another apartment balcony, and he was out there doing his morning vape show, and all of a sudden on the deck, at the sliding door, there's Louis looking out the window, and it was so, I mean, he was like, it was just like, girl. So like, sis is not above lying. The man was up under her the whole, like, if there were the times that they were not together and she could go run out and get something, maybe she did. But when they broke up and he would go back to transitional housing, Olivia was over there going live, going over there. Hello, I'd like to see Lorenzo Smart. And she's trying to go pick him up from his housing. Okay? Olivia was following that man around like a sick puppy. She was sick on that shit. Okay? She was sick on it. She's just mad that nobody believes her anymore. Now, what are you guys saying? What I have learned is that men are going to do what you allow them to do. Anybody is going to do what you allow them to do, but you also have to remember, if somebody is dishonest and I'm telling you, anybody right now, if you are engaged to or considering marrying someone who has cheated on you, lied to you, and disrespected you, sis, don't do it. Don't do it. You are going to be miserable. And that's all I'm going to say. If you feel comfortable marrying a liar and a cheater, understand you have a husband who's a liar and a cheater. Okay? That's it. I'm not going to even go into long detail about it. Just remember, sis said, if you are married to a liar and a cheater, they probably were a liar and cheater before you married them, and you might have already knew it. And that's your problem. You know what I mean? It's going to be sucks to be you. You bought into it when you married it, right? Um, if he's cheating on you now, if he cheated on you, all of those things, he's no good. He doesn't bring home money. He doesn't take care of you the way you want to be treated. All of those things, don't expect it to change in marriage. I've said this a million times. Marriage makes great relationships better, and it makes bad relationships worse. Do what you want to do. Okay? If you think that you got magic box and you can turn this ninja into a prince, sis, you're going to be working overtime like Miss Keisha. Okay? You're going to be working overtime, tap dancing, doing all the things to try to make homie comply with the program, but he's not, because he doesn't want to, because that's not him. It's not in him. He could have married you because he likes you. He may even have married you because he loves you, but it's also convenient. He may not want anyone else to have you, but he wants his cake and eat it too. Okay? So if you are out here settling for a time slot, understand when the marriage pops off. See, there are reformed cheaters, right? There are people out here who did lots of women dirty, but one day they decided they wanted something better. And those are the ones, I mean, Steve Harvey. Is Steve Harvey cheating today? Well, girl, he's like damn near 70 years old. We don't know what he's doing. But we know damn Al Pacino and Robert De Niro out here slanging meat and having babies with women, their girlfriends. Al Pacino, damn, how old is he? Did we just look that up? 82, 83. He's got a baby on the way with a 25-year-old. Robert De Niro's like 79. He's got a whole beautiful black woman in her 40s getting ready to serve him up a baby. Okay? There are men out here that have slanged their meat everywhere, but one day they just kind of like, I'm tired. I'm played out and I want to settle down. And that's it. Now, you see men like, I'm going to just say DJ Envy and Charlemagne. They were cheaters. They are cheaters. Will they be cheaters again? I don't know. Is there something wrong with their wives? They were hopeful, wishful. Maybe they were with the shits. Who knows? We don't know what people were doing. But at the end of the day, you entered a situation a certain way. Look at Emily B and Damn Fabulous. You enter a relationship a certain way. The relationship stays a certain way. They got to straighten up for a minute, but it's just in them. You cannot reform a player until a player wants to get out the game. You just can't. Don't think that you have something like Carisha and all of her I'm done with Diddy. Sis likes the game. She likes the game. She likes the direct deposits. She likes, she likes what she's doing with this guy. And this isn't the first type of guy like this that she has dealt with. She is one of these women who believes that every guy's going to do what they want to do. But Carisha, sis, you doing what you want to do. He's got you at these parties in see-through dresses showing your whole entire body. That doesn't say much about you. If you want to be a player out here and you want all the men looking at your body and admiring you, and this man is showing you off like a trophy, that's all you are. Meanwhile, he's making babies with other women, and you find out about them when the babies are getting dropped off over to the house. I'm sorry. You got to, if you don't settle for this nonsense, if you settle for nonsense, like if you, and I mean settle as in you're accepting BS, why you want us to feel bad? You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, Like Keisha K, I don't feel bad for her. If she loves that man stankin' draws, let her. Let her. That's her man. She likes it. She might like. See, let me tell you something. When you get into a relationship that is on one accord in a positive way, some people might feel like that's a little boring, like where there's no random phone calls in the middle of the night. People aren't knocking at your door. People aren't dropping off babies. You don't have baby mama drama. There's no child support exiting the building. There's no nonsense and foolishness going on. See, those people who have all that busyness to worry about, that's because, girl, you busy when homie leaves out the house, you got to get everybody in the car so you can follow and see where he's going. You got to get on your app so you can see where the tag is pinging, and then drive up behind the bushes and see what's going. Like, there's a lot of people out here low key that are very busy because they're busy dealing with adults who lie, right? Why do you have to go and prove that a liar is a liar? That's funny to me. Okay. Um she's very psycho and she's very calculated, and this whole conversation is revolving around the fact, number one, I need to drop some content, so let me go live with Loyalty Gang and let me gas their heads up and bring some more controversy, because the conversation is on me looking wretched at Walmart and me not being in control of the narrative, and someone caught me shopping with my mama looking disgusting. Okay. I got caught out there and I need to change the conversation. So let me get started talking about Liv's got someone in her DMs. Did you guys hear about some married guy is talk, like, she's trying to change the conversation, guys. Like, come on. Girl. That's all.
I'm about to put you right to sleep. No, this is actually really good.
I don't even believe that the guys, I don't believe, like, the devil's, look how they say the devil's in the details. I don't believe any of her. Like, if you want to know what I do believe, that I don't believe that story. I don't believe anything about the New York. I don't believe anything about that. Like, New York doesn't even exist. The daughter, that doesn't exist. What man is moving his daughter from his baby mom's house into a 2-bedroom apartment with some woman who is an overgrown behavioral problem? Who's doing that? And let's go back to, I thought y'all two weren't living together. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't, like, girl, it's too much. It's too much details and not enough show me. Okay? Men like peace and structure. They work hard to take care of their home. But home got to be worth it. Absolutely. And you got to just have someone who's also cut from that cloth. I mean, I'm telling you, there's a lot of women out here that are nervous every single day. You think Yandy, let's talk about another celebrity. You think Yandy is settled with Mandisi? You think she's not nervous all the time? The way she got him, um all of the things. You think Mandisi is good? You don't think that someone could jump out the bushes? Like, I don't know anything about what Yandy and Mandisi have going on a daily basis, but do I think that Yandy operates in nervous energy about her man? Absolutely. Because I don't, I think Yandy's full of shit, but I think that Yandy did a lot to manipulate to get to where she is at this moment in life with this man and the kids and all of the things. And she cut a lot of people. She kneecapped a lot of people. She kicked people in the shin, and she did a lot of dirty stuff behind the scenes to get to where she is with the guy that she's with. Okay. And that type of manipulation it just keeps you up at night and it doesn't make you happy. That's why Yandy is quick to want to, like, Mandisi could barely go and have a conversation with his baby mother, because yeah, like, girl, you're mad at her. She should be mad at you after what you did to her. Okay, like Yandy, girl. Okay, she can't trust him because she's not trustworthy. You know what I'm saying? She's not trustworthy. That's why she doesn't trust someone. If you suffer from post side chick trauma, sis, you're going to be nervous all the time. If you know that you're not quick to open up the box and serve up filet, you're going to be all right. But you need to be aware and conscious of what you're doing out here. And if you think that you're going to reform a player, think again. Okay? A man has to come to you whole and ready to, like, I'm here. I'm with it. Okay? I just want to be with you and that's it. And they're out here. And trust and believe, you don't have to track none of that down. Okay? They come home on time. They do what they say they're going to do, and the word is good. Okay? If you can't trust someone, they can't tell you the truth, they are liars, cheaters, and all of those things. That's what they were, that's what they are, and that's what they're going to be. Don't think otherwise, okay? So Olivia can say all this little slick shit she wants because her feelings are hurt because she got caught out there looking stupid at Walmart. But sis, stop it. Okay? People love to run certain narratives on the YouTube streets when they feel like people aren't getting the smoke and they're getting smoke. But what about so and so? But what about this or that? And all kinds of stupid shit. At the end of the day, girl, you know what? You are the topic. And if I was sitting here not making a bag, I would have to sit here and do some analysis of why. But that's not the case. And the why is the 21st is around the corner and direct deposits will happen. And that's it. And that's all. And I think at the bottom line, just like her and just like Peach, yeah, they don't like that. They don't like, and Chrissy used to be that way too. I think Chrissy kind of let that go a little bit. I don't, you know what I mean? Like maybe not all together, but she's not as control freak about it as she used to be, because I think it's like, look, I can't even, it's like trying to shovel sand at the beach. It's not going to work. So let me control me and what I put out here. Therefore, I'm not giving them. That's what you do. You wonder why sis hadn't came back with part 3 of the we have another baby daddy story? Because not because it's not real. I do believe that Chrissy discovered that one of her son's fathers is not the son's father, and that she has another baby daddy, but she doesn't want the scrutiny. She doesn't want to have to deal with it on the YouTube street. So she let it out. There was way too many questions that she didn't feel comfortable with, and she put the brakes on. Is she going to come back and tell us more? Maybe. If she wants us to know, she's going to let us know. I mean, clearly she wanted us to know, but she's not ready to let out the last bit of the details. And okay. But is it not believable that a woman who has 9 kids and an array of different fathers could have another father in the mix? Why can't it? Like, why come? Why come it can't? Okay? Of course it can. Of course it can. Especially when you're going out of town talking about, hey guys, meet my sugar daddy. I mean, sis is with the shits, okay? And she knows it's a joke that she has a whole bunch of baby fathers, but she's not. Look, she has a nice family. She's got beautiful children. They all look like they are very healthy, and she enjoys being a mom. Sis wanted a mom to be a mom. She wasn't trying to be a wife. If sis was trying to be a wife, she wouldn't have been cheating on her husband. She wouldn't have picked a cheater and a liar. If she wanted a guy who was going to provide and protect, She wouldn't have picked a guy who was unemployed and couldn't provide for a family of her size that eventually she would grow to resent and disrespect, and they would treat each other in disrespect and all of the things. Like, that wouldn't have been what she married. Sometimes, like I've said this a million times, some women just want a father and sperm donor more than they actually want a man in their life and a husband, because of the type of husbands and the men that they pick. And then they're mad at them for being what they are when you met them. Okay. Like, it is what it is. All right. Anywho, I guess the last thing I wanted to talk about was Peach. Peach was dropping on Instagram some receipts that she's allegedly filing about people who have put copyright claims, or she's putting copyright claims on, or copyright infringements on folks videos. And it was funny because I hope sis is listening, if it's even real, because it could have been she blacked out everything, so I don't even know what channel or what video she was referring to. But she hit a channel and the channel emailed her back and said, "Oh, I wish you would have gotten in touch with me. I would have taken the video down or whatever. Could we work something out?" And instead of, I don't know if Peach responded back to the woman or not, just to be honest, but she posted it on the internet. So I would say maybe that's the response. Like, I'm just going to post your note, you reaching out to me for some sort of grace and opportunity to not have it be a strike. But what I'm going to tell sis out here, and what I would tell anybody, appeal it. And that's all I'm going to say. Just appeal it. That's it. That's it. And that's all. I think that there's creators out here who obviously they don't like reaction videos, and they take advantage of people who don't know the process. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to handle that situation. And because they don't, they pretend like they have ability to do things that they may or may not have the ability to do. And I'm going to just leave it right there. There is a process, and I think, yeah, it's cool that sis reached out to Peach to talk to her about the matter, but Peach turned right around and posted her note, and I don't think she's trying to negotiate anything with her. But yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of leave that right there. But sis is a whole she uses bully tactics. She doesn't want people. She went viral. Or and not viral like, oh, millions. I don't know what it's gonna end up being, but the conversation around this is what it's like to be married to a bum. This is a guy who she says she's been with since she was 16. I don't know the story from top to bottom with her and Wood and how much cheating he's done, and was he cheating before they got married and all of the things. But we know that he's got 2 kids before hers, and she's got 7 with him. And girl, it is what it is. Anyway, I do want to react to a couple more videos. So let's go ahead and shut this down now. And I need to make some lunch. I'm hungry and I need to handle some things in my house, of course, because yeah, I'm not going to be on here. Girl, you will never, that happened to me once or twice where I was on live for like hours and hours and hours. Like one live 5 hours. Some of you were here. That's the live that, girl, it's in members, but I will never, you won't catch me on that again. Anyway, I need to eat and handle some business, and then I'll come back. So but yeah, I just wanted to kind of get a little bit caught up and wanted to kind of close that loose end. Sis is crazy, but I want to have a laugh. But yeah, sis is nuts, and she just wanted a reaction, and she's throwing the little subliminals out there, this one. And then you got Peach over there trying to act like she's gonna do this, that, and the third. I don't like loudmouth people, to be quite frank. People who like really are loose and reckless with their mouth. Me personally, I'm just more of like, just let them talk. Let them talk, let them finish, let them get it out, and keep it moving. I entertain that stuff. Anywho, You guys, I will read the chat back too. See if I missed anything. Gerard and Nisha will never be able to co-parent with a narcissist. Well, look, let's put it this way. Gerard co-parenting with the baby mom. Nisha doesn't have to co-parent with Olivia. That's his ex-wife. I know you guys love to include Anisha and everything. The bottom line is, me, if I were in that situation, I wouldn't have shit to do with it. The kids are at the house. That's what I'm dealing with. That's not my department. I wouldn't have nothing to do with that woman. That's the best. Like, sis, walk by faith, not by sight. You get married to some guy and he's got kids with another woman. It's not your job to make friends with her. It's not your job to call her. This is not the Jasmine and Hannah show. Everybody does not operate like sister wives out here. The parents need to have a relationship to where they can co-parent, and right now the judge is involved. The only triangle in that situation is the law. It's the court system. Nisha doesn't need to be in it. The court is in there. Okay. Nisha just needs to be supportive to her man at home and with the children when they get there. She don't need to be involved. I wouldn't be involved with anything that has that tuna fish attached to it. Absolutely not. For what? She's not reasonable. She's crazy. When you listen to Olivia talking about what's going on with her alleged boyfriend and his baby mom, is she on the phone negotiating with that lady and her daughter with the behavioral problems? No, he's in New York handling whatever he's allegedly handling with that lady in New York, and Olivia is not in it, right? Why does everyone think that Nisha needs to be involved with some sort? Like, the only co-parenting she's involved in is being kind and wonderful stepmom. Okay, that's all she needs to be doing. She doesn't have to co-parent shit with Olivia. Gerard is the parent. Olivia is the birth mother. Nisha is there to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's apples and oranges at the end of the day to me. I just don't think that she needs to be involved in any of the co-parenting at all. She just needs to keep doing what she's doing and being a wonderful, supportive you know, future stepmom. That's just my opinion. I don't like to give out titles before titles happen. But I do think that Gerard and Olivia have to learn how to play nice with each other. Like, that's just it. Absolutely. Well, Nisha's already doing that. I think Nisha's already doing that. She doesn't have to have anything to do with Olivia. Like, what's going on at Gerard's house with his family setup, with the woman he's marrying and his children, seems like it's all hunky dory, and that's why Olivia is so mad. Olivia is trying to match up and have some sort of cute situation going on, but it's what it's resulting in is what looks and sounds like a shit show. I'm glad I'm glad she shut the fuck up about these ladies' deceased son. Whose lady's deceased son online? It was tacky and tasteless, very much hood radish. I'm glad she shut the fuck up about the lady's deceased son. So, are you talking about her alleged baby father, the brother of the who has a deceased son? I don't know anything about that. Did I miss something? She didn't go out looking for that. She wouldn't have to worry about people taking pictures. Okay? Absolutely. Um well, right. And the way to stay respectful and civil is that when you're dealing with someone who's unreasonable, respect the fact that they're unreasonable, and I wouldn't have anything to do with her. I'm sorry. Um I have one of my sisters who got divorced, had a situation with her husband's ex-wife. The lady was certifiably nuts, right? This is according to my sister, right? Um she didn't have anything to do with her. She dealt with her husband, her ex-husband. And she dealt with her husband at the time. He's deceased now. But you know, The lady dealt with her husband. That lady didn't have to call my sister for what? Those are her kids. Those are his kids. What she got to call? Like, he could always. There's cell phones. There's never a time that you can't get in touch with your baby father. There shouldn't be. I shouldn't have to call. Me personally, I should never have to call another woman to talk to my baby father. That's the way I look at it. Okay. And in their case, they have a whole app that they deal with that is monitored by the court. There is no reason for Liv to call Antonisha and for Antonisha to call Liv. That's just my take on it. You guys can feel different, and I respect your view. Just also, we have a different way of looking at it, and I think that that's okay. Let's see. I don't expect them to hold hands. Absolutely, they don't. I'm sorry, but another woman raising my kids. I would not be out there running my mouth and be disrespectful. She should not do that. Absolutely. Absolutely. But that's not co-parenting. That's just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? To me. So I get what you're saying about co-parenting, but I wasn't including that. I just was like thinking that goes without saying. Absolutely. If you want to have a good relationship, you don't talk about people and the auxiliary people in the relationship, right? The reactor's elderly family member died, and she had been making horrid community posts. We talked about that an hour ago, sis. Yes, we talked about that. She also referenced the reactor's child. Okay. So yes, we talked about that an hour ago. She is a evil person. Yeah, go slide back, more sweetie. You must have just came in, sis. We talked about that a while ago. But yeah, she's trash. She's trash. Girl, we know that she's trash. Yeah. Anywho, guys, let me let y'all go. This was fun. But when we come back, it's going to be more fun and more of a laugh. Olivia really is a very negative person. And I just find that whenever I do an Olivia reaction, it's just always like very bad. It's always kind of like on a negative slant because this woman has a lot of evil and she's a very angry, hard to deal with soul. And sis has problems. If there's any one person on the YouTube streets who is certified nuts, girl. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll see you later.
Walk it like I talk it. 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 You walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it.